How would you like to solve hard and difficult Sudoku puzzles faster? I will show you a powerful strategy that can solve very hard puzzles like this. And the solve path you need to get to it in this one is so spectacular, it will make your jaw drop. Click below if you want to give this puzzle a go. And with that, it's solving time. What can be in this cell right here? You might notice that you have an 8 in column 1, 8 in column 2, and an 8 in row 6. So the only place an 8 can go in this block, block 4, is right here. Greetings, friend. I'm bringing you the best of 2024 in classic Sudokus. This puzzle by Sujoyku is highly rated on Logic Masters Germany. Thank you, Sujoyku, for this beautiful puzzle. You will need a powerful and proven Sudoku strategy to solve it. And the path to get there is truly amazing. First, you're going to need to find as much restriction as possible. Let's check out the ones. With these two ones, you only have two possibilities for a 1 in block 7. So what I'm doing is Snyder notation. Anytime in a 3x3 block, you have two possibilities for a can't, you mark it. In case we solve one of these cells, we can solve the other right away. Also gives us an idea, some more intermediate and advanced strategies. Nothing else we can mark with Snyder for the ones. Look at the twos. You look up here in block 1 with this 2 and this 2. We can put Snyder 2s right there. And then in block 8 with these 2s and this 2, Snyder 2s right there. The only two places the 2 can go. That's it for the 2s. Looking at the 3s, with this 3 cutting across row 3. And this 3 coming up, a little bonus tip. This is the only two places a 3 can go. But these 3s, since they are restricted in block 2, row 2, a 3 cannot be anywhere else outside the block in row 2. You try to put a 3 here or here, you'd have no place to put a 3 in block 2. So this is a pointing pair of 2s. And what it allows you to do is to restrict the 3s to row 1 in block 1. And so whenever I see this Snyder +1, I know I got a pointing pair there. All right, what else can we do with the 3s? Well, with this 3 and this 3, Snyder 3s in block 6. And with these two 3s, Snyder 3s in block 7. Moving on to the 4s. You might see two 4s here in row 1 and 2. Snyder 4s right there. And nothing else with the 4s. Haven't solved too many cells. We're getting to that powerful strategy. Again, we're going to have some intermediate and some advanced strategies along the way to get to the main one. You're going to love this entire solve path. Look at the 5s now. With these two 5s, the only place we can put Snyder 5s right now is right there. Moving on to the 6s, you might see with these two 6s and this 6, you can put Snyder 6s here in block 6. And then with these two 6s, Snyder 6s in block 7. All right, move on to the 7s. And one way you can tell where all the 7s are, just double click. You'll see they light up in SudokuPad, and you can do Snyder 7s right there. How about the 8s? All right, two places for an 8 here in block 3. What else can we do with the 8s? And I see no other place where there's only two possibilities for the 8s. I don't mark it, there's going to be 3 possibilities. And then with the 9s, we can do Snyder 9s in block 6. And you can do Snyder 9s in block 8. And that's all the Snyder marking. We've only gotten one solved cell so far. And before I move on and show you what you can do next, I want to hear from you. What did you do at this point in the puzzle? Please, please, please drop it in the comments. Share it with the other viewers. There's a couple different ways to go from here. I'd love to hear what you did. You're helping me grow the best Sudoku community on YouTube and respond to each and every comment. Okay, before I get into the more advanced strategies, there is one other thing you can find here. You might notice is you have a 2, 4, 9 here in block 2. And so now 249 cannot be anywhere in these three cells in row 3, right? Well, if you look at this cell right there, you might notice that 4, 9, 2 cannot be in that cell either. So it can't be there. It can't be in any of those cells. So where can the 249 go in row 3? It can only go in these three cells in the purple. This is a hidden triple. The beautiful hidden triple that Sujoyku put right here. Okay, since the 249 are restricted to these three cells, no other candidates can go in there. And so you can put 249 in those cells. This is going to help with some solving a little bit later. And then what it creates right here is going to be a 1, 5, 6, 7 naked quad. And you can remove the 7 from right there. You can remove the 1 from right there. And we can remove the 1 from right there. And what you may notice is now the 1s in row 3 are restricted to these two cells. So it makes it a claiming pair of 1s. And so now 1 and these 1s, you can put 1s here in block 3 because that's the only place the 1s can go. I mean, you can also see this as a pointing pair in a way. Okay, I wanted to show you that hidden triple. That is one of the intermediate steps you can take. When you're at this point, you can only make one other Snyder mark, and now it's because of this 6 and this 6. You can do Snyder 6s here. You either want to look at single candidate strategies, or you want to look at by value cells and see and mark at by value cells to look for more advanced strategies. Let's look at the single candidate strategies. If you look at the 1s here, you'll notice with these 1s and these 1s, there isn't an actual advanced strategy you can use with the 1s. However, if you look at the 2s, and what I'm about to show you is not the powerful strategy that I talked about at the beginning. This is just how you get there. So keep it in mind, we are still working our way to a beautiful, beautiful solve path on the way to that powerful strategy. So check out where the 2s can be in this puzzle. They can be in those spots. They can be here. They can be here. Snyder 2s, we'll mark that. There, and those Snyder 2s. Okay. What you might notice, look down column 1, and then look down column 9. We have conjugate pairs, right? Either that's a 2, if that's not a 2, this is going to be a 2. But we have these conjugate pairs in the same rows in column 1 and column 9, rows 2 and 5. So either 2's here, can't be there, and a 2 would have to be here because it can be in this spot. The 2's not here. You know, this is a 2, and then that would have to be a 2. See how that works? This is a 2. The only place in column 9 to put a 2 would be right there. That's not a 2. This is a 2. The only place to put a 2 in column 9 is right there. You found a Sudoku X-wing of 2s. This is nice. This is just an intermediate advanced strategy. And what it does is it eliminates all the 2s possibilities here in row 2 and 5 between the orange cells. Because if you try to put a 2 here, and I can show you what happens. You put a 2 right there. You eliminate these cells as possibilities for 2s. And so now in column 1 and column 9, you have to put a 2 both in the same row, row 2, and that's not possible. So we know a 2 cannot go there. And so you can eliminate all these 2s. These are called the cover sets, where you make the eliminations between the cover sets. The base sets are the actual columns, in this case, where the conjugate pair of 2s are found. All right, and you do that elimination, now you notice you have Snyder 2s in block 3. And I'm going to show you something here that makes it so I don't need to mark all of these cells in the middle. But remember, this X-wing was in rows 2 and 5. All right, let's remove the markings there. Beautiful. All right, what do you got with the 3s? You're looking at the 3s, and you're not going to find much in the way of advanced strategies. But if you go to the 4s, let's mark these 4s up. What are we going to see here? All right, I am marking where 4s can be. And you might notice column 1 and column 9 again. We have another X-wing. 4's got to be there and there. or there and there. This is just another intermediate strategy to get to our main powerful strategy. But this is beautiful. The way Sujoku did this is awesome, because there's going to be something I'm just about to show you here that involves these two cells that you're going to, I think, going to find truly amazing. So we can eliminate all these 4s in between rows 5 and 8, right? Because otherwise you break the puzzle, you break the X-wing. And what it does is you get Snyder 4s right here, you get Snyder 4s right here in block 4, and you'll get Snyder 4s in block 7. But here's the cool part. Another cool part. You notice that the 2s were in rows 2 and 5. And the 4s are X-wing in 5 and 8. So that means the 2s and the 4s in row 5 are limited to the same 2 cells. They're limited to these 2 cells right here, right? You just eliminated every other 2 and a 4 along row 4. What Sujoku did here is created a hidden pair 2-4 by using 2 X-wings. I've never seen this before. And once I noticed, I'm like, this is so beautiful. This is amazing. You're taking X-wings to create a hidden pair. And this is nice because what it does is now it restricts where the 3s can be in column 1. Okay, so you'll notice with these 2 3s, you cannot have a 3 here. And now you can't have a 3 here because of the hidden pair. Because you remove every other candidate from those 2 cells. The 2 and the 4 have to be in one of those 2 spots. And you can't have a 3 here because of this pointing pair of 3s. So you can now solve this cell for a 3 in the corner. Bump, bump, bump. And that is something worth celebrating. So we're going to move that 3 marking right there. And this is huge. Now, this isn't the powerful strategy. In fact, this hidden pair is just another intermediate strategy, and we're not done. We're still working to that powerful strategy. But you can learn more about hidden pairs in my free Sudoku solving guide. You download it from the pinned comment below. Let's remove all these marks. We're not done looking for single candidate strategies either. If you look at the 5s, there's really not much with the 5s to get a single candidate strategy. But if you go to the 6s, you might notice there's a lot going on with the even digits here. Where can the 6s be? All right, do this, that, these cells. Really helpful when you have the Snyder marks already there. And what you might notice here, I'll go in blue for everything same. Now across row 1 and row 9, you have conjugate pair of 6s. We have another X-wing, and this is okay. Now the base set are the rows. So the 6 has got to be there and there, or there and there. Our cover sets is going to be the columns. And so we can remove all the 6s from right there. This is beautiful. And so now it's columns 2 and 5. And we just did another X-wing. All right, can't make any more Snyder marks. Let's remove that. And you've probably noticed there's something going on with the evens. So I could look at the 7s here, but we're not going to be able to do a single candidate strategy. But if you go to the 8s, I think our chances are good. We're going to find something here with the 8. All right, let's mark these 8s up. Okay. You might notice, remember, the 6s, it was columns 2 and 5. Well, the 8s, columns 5 and 8. So we got something special going on here. Not only are you finding a nice X-wing, 8's got to be there and there, or there and there. So we can eliminate all these cells from having an 8. And now you have Snyder 8s right there. You already got the Snyder 8s right there marked. You got Snyder 8s right here. But since the 6s were in these 4 cells, columns 2 and 5, we eliminate all the 6s down here, and you eliminate all the 8s. The 6 and 8 are restricted to these 2 cells. Created another hidden pair. Sujoyku. This is awesome stuff. This is not even the powerful strategy. This is not even the thing that is you're just gonna love at near the end of this puzzle. This is just leading up to it, and it's amazing. I don't know about you. I've rarely seen this kind of logic that is so beautiful in the way it works together. Now we got 6 8s. We create some more buy value cells with the 8s. You could look at the 9s. Not going to find advanced strategy there. I just want you to know that. But we will be able to make some more progress here. Because what's the key thing? The name of this puzzle is spread your wings, plural. Now we found a bunch of X wings, but it also means there's a different type of wing you gotta find. All right, you gotta spread your wings. So we're gonna look for another type of wing, and that is where that advanced strategy is. But if you wanna learn more about X wings, you can check out this tutorial. Because where you're gonna shift your focus now, you wanna look at these 4 cells. Okay, you wanna look at these 4 cells. What could these cells be? All right, so this cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it could be, it's like 6, 7, 9. Right now, I'm going to color these because I want you to see this is the important cells we want to look at right now. This cell right here, what can it be? It can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or an 8. This is going to be a 7 or a 9, okay? Look down here. It could be a 1, but it can't be a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or an 8. That's going to be a 1 or a 9. And then this cell could be a 1, but it can't be a 2, 3, 4. It could be a 5 or a 6 right now. But it can't be a 7 or an 8. It could be a 9. And like Timberlake, that doesn't seem very impressive. Well, we got to work a little bit of magic here. First of all, what you might want to notice is with this 3 and this 4, where can the 3, 4 be here in column 3? Cannot be here, cannot be there. And now with the X-wing, the 4 is going to be in these 2 spots, so it can't be here, and you got a 3 right there. So the 3 and the 4 are restricted to these 2 cells right here. This is a hidden pair, 3 and a 4. Okay, no big deal, but what it does is now with the 1, 2, 8, 9, these cells are 5, 6, 7. That's actually just a 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, there's a 7 right there. And now the 7s are restricted to these 2 cells in column 3, which makes them a claiming pair. Since they're a claiming pair, you can remove the 7 from right there. And move a little bit further, since the 7s are restricted to columns 2 and 3 here in block 1, that can't be a 7, so the 7s are restricted to columns 2 and 3 here in block 2. That means a 7 has to be somewhere in row 1. It can only be over here in block 3. So that is another claiming pair of 7s, which will remove a 7 from this cell. And so this cell can only be a 1 or 2 now, right? Because it can't be a 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't be a 7, 8, or 9. All right, we create another bi-value cell. This is going to be a little helpful here. Next thing you want to see is the 5s. Where can the 5s be in block 4? Because of this 5, they can only be right here. This is a pointing pair of 5s. You can eliminate a 5 from this blue cell right there. All right, looking good. And now what do we want to look at? The 9s. You have this 9 cutting across row 1. And now you got these 9s right here. Because we created that hidden pair to naked triple, the 9s are a pointing pair. And with this 9, you can eliminate a 9 from right here. And the 9s are restricted to these 2 cells now in block 7, the only place they can be in column 1. And so now you restricted this to just a bi-value cell. All right, let's check this out. You might notice, I'll color this one orange, and I'll color this one red. Something going on here, right? If this is a 1, this cell has to be a 9. If this is a 6, this cell has to be a 9. And so no matter what the orange cell is, you're going to have a 9 in one of these blue cells. This is beautiful. This is that powerful strategy. It's an XY wing because what it means is we can eliminate a 9 from any cell that sees the 2 blues. And the 2 blues see our red cell right here. You can eliminate a 9 right there. You get stuck. The only way to get forward is to find this XY wing. And the only way to get to that was to do those beautiful X wings and the hidden pairs and the naked hidden triple, the naked triple. Awesome stuff. All those strategies I teach you, you get to use so many of them in this puzzle. Because now we can solve this first 7, but we're not done. That 7 is just going to allow you to do a little bit more solving. But you can learn more about XY wings in this tutorial. But now this 7-3 here, you solve this first 7. You got another 3 right there. This is going to be a 3-7 hidden pair. Whenever you have a hidden pair and an extra digit like that 9, you can bump that out. We know we can solve this cell now for a 9, displacing that Snyder. Okay, and now that we got that 9, you can eliminate a 9 from right there. And we're going to be able to do some more solving. So this is a 3, 7. And what you might notice is, what can this cell be now? Can't be a 1. Can't be a 2 because of the 2, 4. Can't be a 3. Can't be a 4 because of the 2, 4. Can't be a 5. Can't be a 7, 8, or a 9. This is a naked single 6. And now if you remember, with this 6 and this 6 and the 6, 8 hidden pair, that's got to be a 6 right there in block 5. That actually helped us out there. And now we can do some more solving. 9, you got 9 as a pointing pair right here. And so it restricts the 9s to these two cells in block 9. And now you might see this is some other cool logic that Sujoyku put here. Hopefully you didn't get stuck at this point. You'll notice that the 9s are restricted to rows 8 and 9 in block 7 and 9. And so 9 is going to be there and there, or there and there. So 9 cannot be in those two rows in block 8. In fact, the only place the 9 can be in block 8 now is going to be right here, because that's the only place the 9 can be in row 7. And now we can focus on this cell. What can this be? Can't be a 1, can't be a 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or a 9. Looking across row 8, we can solve this for a naked single 5, which means that has to be a 6 now, displacing that Snyder 1. All right, because that can't be a 6. Displace that Snyder 6 as a 5, 7 naked pair. So now that's got to be your 6. Which means that's going to be an 8, and that's going to be your 9, which means this is going to be a 4, that's going to be a 2, that's going to be a 9, that nice hidden triple. All right, we'll keep on moving here. All right, my notes with this 6, that's going to be 5, 7, which means this has to be your 6 now, and that's going to be your 1. Okay. And then with this one, this is going to be a 9. Allowing that to be a 9, displacing that Snyder 4, displacing that Snyder 3. All right, which displaced this Snyder 3. You can solve this cell now for a 5. Awesome. Where are we going to go from here? Well, we know that with this 8, that's got to be your 6. That's going to be your 8, displacing that Snyder 5. Awesome. Okay, and now we know that can't be an 8 anymore. And this can't be a 9. We just need a 1 or a 4 with this 4. There's your 4, and there's your 1. We're going to be sweeping the blocks now. Okay, I don't see a 1 in block 8. There's your 1. 2 and an 8 right there. This 8 means this is your 8, and that's going to be your 2. Okay, and this place is Snyder 1. It means this has to be your 1 now, and that's going to be your 2. The only place a 4 can go in block 6 is right there. This place in this Snyder 4, just kind of follow the Snyder marks is what I call that. And with these two 4s, this has to be your 4. That's going to be your 2. All right. This 3, you can disambiguate the 7, 3 right there. Cool. And then you can look across and go, I just need a 2 and a 5. Can't do the 2 and a 5 yet. Can we do a little bit better than that? Of course, because right here, you can mark your 8. And then we're looking for a 3, 5, 7. This 5, that means that's got to be the 7. That's got to be the 5, which means that's going to be your 3. That's going to be your 5. And this is going to be your 7. Awesome. I don't have an 8 yet in column 4, so there's going to be your 8. And with these two 8s, we already got an 8 right there. Let's do a little bit more solving here. We just need 2 more digits in column 6, a 2 and a 3 with this 2. There's 2, there's 3. Awesome. And with these 2s, you can solve for a 2 right there. I'm looking for a 5 and a 7. With this 7, I'm going to pull it on over. There's your 7, and there's your 5. With these two 5s, solve for a 5 in the middle, and our last digit is a 7. Now see if you can spot the powerful XY wing in this next video. Thank you so much for watching.